Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be looking at then versus now. How have their feelings about you and the connection changed? So there are three groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Quartz. Group 2 is this Carnelian. And group 3 is the Fluorite. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps for each group in the description box of the video if you'd like to jump ahead. Hi, Group 1. You chose the Quartz. So I'm going to start with, how did they used to feel about you, about this connection? Maybe last time you saw them, last time you spoke with them. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords, the King of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Queen of Cups, and Temperance. And in terms of oracle cards, we have the Pentagram, Protection, Balance, Unity. The Sidhe, Ancient Knowledge, Help, Dimensional. And the Gift, Communication, Gift, Crystals. So the last time that they saw you, that they spoke to you, when you were last in contact with this person, there was a deep desire to move in your direction, to give into this connection. They saw you as wish fulfillment, as their happily ever after. There was a lot of mutual attraction here, a lot of chemistry. There was something too about being very interested and attracted to who you are at an emotional level, as well as an intellectual level, but definitely a spiritual aspect to this connection, which really compelled them towards you. There's a sense also of feeling that you really balance each other out in terms of your energies, your values, your goals, your dreams. But there was a sense of really being held back from being able to kind of take action upon these feelings. It feels that a lot of this might have been just kind of secret thoughts and feelings that they had for you. There could have been some fears of rejection or fears of inadequacy that might have held this person back. Almost like a fear of success, a fear of satisfaction, or even a fear of love that could have kept them at a distance, kept them from, really exploring things with you. If you were in a connection with them and it came time to kind of evolve the connection to the next level, there could have been some self-sabotage. They could have really held themselves back in that sense from you. And it seems that this is kind of a cycle you might have gone through with this person, kind of round and round, with them sort of leaning in, giving more to the connection, working toward building something very solid, very stable with you, only to have this person kind of retreat, pull back, maybe kind of go within their thoughts, allowing their fear to really take hold and lead the way. This could have been a connection where, again, there was just a lot of harmony between the both of you. You worked really well together. Maybe physically in the workspace, you were, very compatible as coworkers. You really played upon each other's strengths in terms of being in a relationship together, your lifestyles, your living habits, your values, your goals, the things that you enjoyed doing in your spare time, in your free time, the activities that you did together as a couple. This is something that brought them a lot of fulfillment, a lot of satisfaction. When the times were really good with this person, they were definitely very good. But then there's also a sense of this person really isolating themselves, really pulling back, pulling away from the connection very unexpectedly, perhaps needing to go within, kind of a need to retreat. This could also really indicate something within this person's personality, almost like kind of an introverted personality, where there's only so much kind of interaction that they could handle, and they would need extended periods of alone time with their thoughts. This person could have been kind of moody as well, not really expressing really what's on their mind, but just kind of going cold or becoming distant or distracted. And so in terms of what they were thinking or feeling, you were definitely somebody that, despite what they may have said to you or with their actions, could have demonstrated in the past that they definitely saw you as, the perfect partner for them, the perfect complement to them, somebody that they wanted to build with. And it feels that it also gave them a sense of kind of regret or loss that they couldn't give more to the connection in the past. There could have been a sense of expectations that were either stated to this person or kind of implied, where it was maybe a level of maturity or commitment they weren't necessarily comfortable with or ready for, and this could have really attributed to kind of this back and forth sort of in and out energy with this person, giving to the connection only to kind of pull away and sort of go within themselves at various times. So in terms of signs here with the swords energy, we have air, which is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. The wands is fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. With pentacles, we have earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. With the cups, we have water energy, which is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, and temperance is Sagittarius. So now let's take a look at how their thoughts and feelings about you and the connection have evolved. What is the energy they're currently sitting in regards to this connection? Okay, so we have the High Priestess, the Four of Cups, Three of Wands, Three of Swords, Knight of Cups, the Moon, and for the Oracle cards, we have Chalice Hill, Faith, Wellness, Yin and Yang, Balance, Guinevere, Beauty, Feminine Power, Sexuality, Love, And Brigid, radiance, passion, birth, soul empowerment. So this person is currently really feeling the loss of the opportunity that they may have missed out on in the past to really build upon this sense of wish fulfillment that they had experienced with you. They're recognizing the ways in which they have held back from the connection in the past, maybe not communicated so well. They've kind of kept some things to themselves as far as maybe feeling stressed or feeling some pressure about the connection. And that this aloofness or this emotional withdrawal, they're recognizing how this has led to heartbreak. It's led to distance between the both of you, maybe literally or even just kind of in the emotional and intellectual sense, that the potential to really capitalize upon the balance of your energies, the harmony which you were able to seamlessly achieve together in the past, kind of their avoidance and their hesitation to move deeper into this energy. It's really, it's cost both of you the potential for some joy and some happiness. They're keeping a lot hidden to themselves. They do have this desire to give more emotionally than they have in the past. They're recognizing this need to approach this connection differently, to give more into this connection, to be open to, receiving love, receiving the equal give and take in this connection. So not only giving, but also opening themselves up to receiving the love that you have to give. They're starting to see this connection as very empowering, where it may have been kind of scary for them before, or again, some kind of issues with maybe a fear of love or a fear of intimacy, maybe not feeling good enough or adequate enough to really meet your expectations and standards, specified or implied. This is something where they're recognizing that this fear and holding back, it's really only served to deprive them of some opportunities to, have some fulfillment in their life, what they've been praying for, what they've been hoping for, wishing for, this very equally matched counterpart energy. They're still feeling the connection between the both of you, and it's something that they seem to be in this state of kind of working up the confidence to do something about this, to kind of shift things, shift the way where you stand currently, give more to this than they may have given in the past. For some of you, this person could be planning coming forward with some kind of an offer of love, wanting to express and declare feelings that they have had for you this whole time, maybe give you an explanation, even some kind of background information about some experiences in the past that may have really led to this behavior of sort of holding back, kind of going within, some of this kind of moodiness, that atmosphere of moodiness. It seems like they've been working on that within themselves. They have really started to acknowledge that in themselves, how it has severely limited the ability that they have in many areas of their life to, enjoy very deeply emotionally fulfilling relationships of a romantic and even platonic nature, even in terms of friendships. This feels like somebody that just in general has had kind of a difficulty opening up, difficulty being very authentic with people, or kind of moving beyond just the honeymoon phase of either a friendship or even a romance, that when it comes time to kind of getting into more of the shadow aspects of things, moving connections or commitments to the next level, into the long haul, that's when this person starts to get uncomfortable and kind of pulls away. But there has been some reflection about that. They feel definitely that they are stepping more into this feminine aspect of themselves, this feminine energy, really exploring their emotions, and particularly, again, starting to open up to receiving love, starting to kind of reimagine themselves as truly worthy of a healthy and reciprocal love, which could have been something they really questioned before, or they weren't at the point maybe of emotional maturity of being willing or able to kind of step into that role of what's required in terms of reciprocity in that capacity. But this is something, it looks like it is shifting with this person. They're thinking about this connection, they're reflecting upon the past of this connection, and either brainstorming a way to kind of bring some balance, give more than they had in the past, or they can also be in a state of kind of almost this energy of wishing upon a star to cross paths with you again, or to just be given another opportunity to show up in a deeper way in which they had shown up in the connection previously. So in terms of signs here with these cards, with the High Priestess, we've got Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. With the Cups, we've got Water, which is again Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The Wands is Fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. With the Swords, we have Air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And the Moon is Pisces and Cancer. So I'm going to get a few messages from this person's higher self, and let's see what are just a few things that they want to say to you. Group 1. All right, and they say, can you feel me with you? So you're definitely on this person's mind heavily. They're thinking back on the past of this connection. Hurt feelings as well. That's coming through also in conjunction with this Three of Swords. They're starting to recognize how their kind of emotional distance or inability to really give fully, open up more completely to this connection in the past, how that led to some confusion and heartbreak on your part. They definitely also kind of they're in the sense of having felt that pain from you at the time, but not really having the tools or the ability to do much about it. So that could have even caused them to sort of retreat further into themselves, almost out of shame, out of regret, feeling that the only change that was possible from that point was just to pull further away. They weren't at a place previously of being able to kind of talk this through, to work this out, to really express what it was that was going on within them that led to this behavior. But it's something where even with this energy of can you feel me, this is suggesting kind of this shift, this desire that this person has to start to give more to this connection than they may have previously, or offer up some kind of an explanation or apology that may be owed in terms of what occurred between you in the past. And they also say, I love you. So this is definitely something that they may have had a hard time saying that, expressing that. It could have been something that, you know, when the words I love you or different expressions of love, even, you know, like public displays of affection or just kind of intimacy, when things like that came up, it could have made this person very uncomfortable. They could have, you know, just kind of had some limits in terms of how far into the emotional depths of that, the expressions of love they were willing to go in the past. But it's something, again, with this kind of this energy of the Knight of Cups, wanting to give those offers of love, to tell you that they love you, to prove that they love you through investing more emotionally into this connection. And they also say, you are always in my thoughts. So that's that energy of that Three of Wands, and, you know, just really thinking back on the past, on what occurred previously. This person feels like they've been in a state of reflection about some things they could have done better in the past, or maybe the ways that kind of these coping mechanisms of sort of retreating and withdrawing, how that kind of, it sacrificed the happiness and harmony that you both were experiencing energetically previously. And it's something where, you know, they've been thinking about how to really correct this, how to approach you differently, what needs to be done in order to create some different results between the two of you than you may have experienced in the past. And they also say, I really do care. So again, despite any kind of emotional unavailability or this tendency to kind of withdraw and pull away, kind of go within themselves, maybe not talk about their feelings, underneath all of that, there is, you know, a lot of emotion that they have for you. And this emotion could have definitely been very scary for them. It could be very, they could have been hurt a lot in the past in love, and they just really weren't necessarily ready to open up their heart again. But they have had some time to kind of reflect on things, and they're starting to recognize sort of the void of not having you in their life, or not, you know, having that same kind of harmony that you were experiencing before they, you know, started displaying these tendencies to kind of withdraw and pull away, and how that's kind of eroded on the harmony between the both of you. And so there is this desire to, you know, really speak words of love, show loving actions, open up more than they may have been able to do in the past. So this person feels like somebody who's kind of gone through some evolution, this time spent kind of of withdrawn and in their own thoughts. It has not been in vain. It has not been wasted. They have been thinking about you, thinking about this connection. And I really feel also working up the courage to kind of step outside of that comfort zone, to open up maybe slowly and just small steps in a way which is very new for them or something which they haven't been accustomed to doing for a while. So if this person reaches out to you, group one, it might be kind of a little slow and unsteady at first, a little wobbly as they are, you know, trying to kind of move beyond that comfort zone and open up and really learning to express what they are thinking and feeling. And so it could be something where, you know, some patience is required. Allowing this person the opportunity to really acclimate to this new way of being, this new way of kind of displaying their heart, showing the depths of their emotions. But it is something that they're recognizing the importance of this, and they feel very much committed to taking steps in the direction of coming in a lot differently and a lot deeper than they had in the past. So I'm going to get some initials now. This can be first, middle, or last name for you or this person, or it can spell something out for group one. All right, so we have L, M, C, D, S, I, Q, N, and V. So those are your messages, group one. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the video. If you liked the reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I also sell handmade jewelry and some divination tools in my Etsy shop if you're interested in checking those out as well. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, group 2. You chose the Carnelian. So I'm going to take a look first at how this person used to think about you, feel about the connection. What was the energy that they were previously in? Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands, Four of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, and Four of Pentacles. In terms of oracle cards, we have Heart Center, Connection, Love, Receiving. Ceredwin, Transformation, Knowledge, Magic. And Shaman Spiral, Awareness, Practice, Connection. So this definitely feels like somebody who had a lot of attraction for you, definitely felt a very fiery connection, a lot of passion, a desire to, experience your energy, to share time together, to evolve the connection beyond just the realm of attraction into some kind of tangible manifestation. This is something where this person is very drawn to you, perhaps seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities as well with that Four of Wands, which is the 1111 card. So that could have been coming up for them a lot. This definitely feels like a soulmate or a twin flame here, where some kind of a Kundalini awakening might have occurred as well with this Ace of Wands. Just this intensity of the energetic bond between the both of you. Feeling very compelled in your direction, very compelled to act, very compelled to take things, again, sort of turning the wheel, turning the page from just, this desire into action. But something was definitely holding this person back in the past. They could have been very closed off to acting upon that. With this Four of Pentacles here and also this Heart Center, I'm feeling this person was very closed off in their heart chakra, very closed off to love in general. This could have been as the result of maybe some heartbreaks of the past that they had not completely healed from. This connection could have come in very unexpectedly for them. They could have really experienced feelings for you when they were not looking for them. It is something which gave them a sense of hope, to want to believe in love again, being very compelled in that direction, to evolving into that mind state, to opening up. But at the same time, a lot of resistance was taking place. Some other cycles with that Wheel of Fortune and also this Shaman Spiral that were coming to the surface, kind of some wounds that were triggered within this person that caused them to sort of pull back or hesitate from really stepping into this, to really flowing with that energy, with that compulsion that they had to move in your direction. So this feels like somebody that could have even kind of blocked you, kind of rejected you, suppressed these feelings, really, closed these things off despite this very tangible kind of chemistry between the both of you. This also seems like somebody who, in the process of doing this, and these wounds being triggered, and through the very act of, kind of pushing these things away, this person is almost kind of compelled themselves in a previous point into this healing journey. This could have also really brought up some wounds for you as well, wounds of abandonment, of rejection, really sensing and feeling this connection and being left at a loss, and this sense of unknowing as to, you know, why this person was maybe resistant to explore this, to dive into this, to, you know, really acknowledge and admit to these feelings. And so this could have also triggered, again, a deep healing journey for you as well. Both of you kind of walking these parallel paths of ascension. So in terms of signs with the wands, we have fire energy, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The wheel of fortune is mutable energy for me as a reader, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius. And with the pentacles, we have earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So now I'm going to take a look at the energy of now. How have things shifted for this person? How are they viewing you and the connection now? Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, Strength, Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands, King of Wands. And in terms of oracle cards, we have Lancelot, chivalry, heroism, devotion, romance. Chalice Hill, faith, wellness, yin and yang, balance. And the other world, the ethereal, everlasting rebirth journey. So it looks like this person has definitely evolved into a state of realization about you in this connection. We had the Ace of Wands appearing in both the previous energy and the energy of now, indicating that despite the ways in which they may have closed off to the connection previously, that spark never died, never diminished, despite the ways they may have rejected you or kind of denied feelings. Nevertheless, this connection has persisted on. It has been something that they have felt through all of that resistance. And this energetic bond between the both of you, this soulmate or twin flame bond, has really served to perhaps even shake some things up in their life, maybe some things that were triggered previously that they kind of blocked off or ran from. They've kind of moved into this period of really being forced to address these things. Kind of some ideas they may have had even about love as time has gone on, as they've had time to kind of digest this connection, maybe even observe some transformation that you have been through on your own, through your own healing journey. They're seeing things from a new perspective. They're seeing you as a very stable person, as a very abundant person. This could have been something which they were not able to perceive before because of sort of the overwhelm of the energy that they were feeling between the both of you. That could have been something, even just this deep level of attraction, that they kind of dismissed the connection previously as, you know, too good to be true, or something that maybe was just based on physical chemistry, and, you know, that you couldn't possibly, you know, build beyond that, that's all it was really based on, that's all they would allow it to be based on, but that something has changed, where there is this desire to to grow with you, to ground this connection. This person definitely feels like they are in this process, in this phase of really working up this courage to deliver some kind of truth to you, to express to you that they had feelings for you back then with the Ace of Wands, and these feelings have only grown over time with the King of Wands. Their attraction to you, their feeling for you, it has never died. It has in fact only become more powerful with time. There is, again, and with this Lancelot card, and this is almost the image of the Knight of Swords. So this desire to move in swiftly, deliver some truth, cut through any kind of mystery or miscommunication from before. This is definitely a state of wanting to unblock things between the both of you, give more fully to this connection, or even give to it to begin with. They may have given very little to this connection. They could have really run from this connection, but there is a desire to participate in this, to start again, to try and build something with you, to take a different approach than they may have done in the past, where they may have run. There is this desire to step toward this, to start a new beginning, to journey with you, as opposed to continue to journey further and further away from this connection, moving from the energy of resistance into acceptance, and really a desire to explore this and to see what can come out of this. Things have been kind of opened and dislodged within this person's heart as well. Some work that they've done on themselves, or maybe some realization that has come to them in the ways in which they have perhaps self-sabotaged out of a place of wounding, a place of resistance, not being open to love, or not wanting to be hurt in love again, and that has really cost them. It has really come to their attention that this has cost them the true love that they were looking for. And this with this yin yang energy here, this kind of perfect counterpart, this balance for them. So with that realization, this is the energy of creating some momentum forward to show up in a more full and mature energy, willing to work with that kind of aspect of the chemistry and attraction, and then to kind of ground this down, to explore your thoughts, explore your feelings, and to really build upon this connection in the material world. So I'm going to get some messages now from their higher self. Group 2, what does this person want to say? Oh, and in terms of signs with these tarot cards here, the Pentacles, we've got Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. The Tower is Aries. Strength is Leo. With the Swords, we have Air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And the Wands is Fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So from their higher self, this person says, I could only work with what I had at the time. So this is really alluding to that kind of closed off heart chakra, the wounding from the past that may have made this person very resistant to love. And I feel that they're, through this, really trying to convey to you that it was not for a lack of attraction. It was not for a lack of desire that they may have pushed this away or rejected you. This person, they also feel in this energy of now wanting to come in to let you know again that with the Ace of Wands, they felt the connection back then. With the King of Wands, they feel it now. They have never not felt this connection. But at the time, they could have just really been avoiding, kind of leaning into love, opening up to love again, or even love for the first time for some of them. And they also say it's not the right time. So this was definitely, the energy that they were in previously, not being ready, not being willing to kind of look at some of these things that were triggered, these shadows, these wounds that they had been carrying around from the past within themselves. This person also feels like they are really with that strength card and trying to gather that courage and gather that strength. This is still a process of becoming. This is still a journey. They may have to go quite a distance to be able to really meet you at your level, or to even perhaps get back to a place with you. They may have to start off very kind of small, just start off as friends before being able to really build up to that space of being able to open up from the heart level. So this person is kind of, they're wondering also with that Queen of Swords, they're feeling that you might be kind of resistant to the idea of this person coming back because of maybe the rejection that happened before. So a little bit of hesitation on their part as far as not wanting to kind of rush in and really overwhelm you or make you think that, you know, they're just here for something of a physical capacity, but really, you know, trying to plan and strategize how to convey to you that they are deeply attracted to you and want to build this into something lasting within the physical world, kind of use that chemistry and build upon that in terms of something very material with you. And they also say, when I think of you, I smile. So that's that energy of, you know, that attraction, that chemistry. They think very fondly of you, very highly of you. They're seeing your energy. They're seeing you and the potential that existed in the past in this connection through fresh eyes. And again, this energy of this desire to move back in your direction, to start again or start for the first time what they may have kind of deferred or pushed away in the past. And they also say, through my lessons, I've become stronger and wiser. So that's that energy of the strength card as well. And again, this realization that this person has had since you were last interacting with them, or since any kind of rejection occurred, that they pushed away a really good thing. They pushed away a very, you know, a counterpart energy, somebody who was meant to act as kind of a balm, a salve to some of the heartbreak of the past, somebody who could really help them to open up and kind of move beyond some of these wounds. Something of almost the salvation of love is what's coming through. So something that could really, you know, a circumstance between the both of you that could have served to change their views on love, to help them really open up to experience love in a variety of ways in their life, abundance in a variety of ways in their life. And through the choice that they made to kind of push this away and turn away from the triggers as opposed to doing that work, that healing work, it's something which they've kind of come full circle. They've come to a realization that something needs to shift, something needs to change. And so this person, I feel that when they come back in, they will definitely come in as somebody who, you know, has a different perspective on love. They could have been very pessimistic about love. They may have even expressed that in the past, but the language that they'll be using will be a lot different. This could be somebody who, you know, is again just very closed off in the heart, and you may find them to be very changed in the sense of, you know, speaking words of love, loving affirmations, just something warmer and more inviting about their energy than you had previously experienced. And also, if, you know, the connection between the both of you was very overwhelming for them, they could have been kind of closed off and cold, kind of maybe even running hot and cold with you. And I feel that you will sense a shift in this. There'll be a lot more consistency with this person. They're starting to, you know, appreciate the need to kind of put the past behind them, close the door to that, and move forward with optimism and with a sense of hope into, you know, the future of love that the universe is offering to them. So I'm going to close this reading for you, group 2, with some initials. This can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it can spell something out. All right, so we have M, J, R, B, N, H, I, Q, K, O, and V. So those are your messages, group 2. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the video. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I also sell handmade jewelry and some divination tools in my Etsy shop if you're interested in checking those out as well. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, group 3. You chose the Fluorite. So I'm going to start with the energies of then. How were they feeling about you? Maybe last time you saw them. What was the energy that they used to be in about you and the connection? Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords, the Five of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, the Fool, the Weavers, Fate, Manifestation, Decisions, Blue, Depressed, Isolated, Help, and the Herbalist, Herbs, Medicine, Healing. So this person looks like the last time that they saw you, or the energy they were previously in about this connection, it was definitely something, a sense of loss, a sense of defeat, maybe something that they had said or done, a failure to really act when they had an opportunity to move toward happiness with you, to move toward building something with you, to move toward taking a chance with you in starting over. If this is someone maybe you've been going through some cycles of back and forth with, and each time that it comes to the point of really shifting things, moving in a new direction, that this person might have kind of taken the same approach of really just running from things, or not taking that leap of faith, and kind of round and round you both have gone. And each time this happens, it leaves them feeling very disappointed within themselves, really feeling a sense of having missed out on you, missed out on, yet again, the opportunity for happiness. This is somebody who feels like somebody who's really prone to isolate themselves as well. They could have a hard time even sort of changing their perspective to one of optimism in their life in general. This is someone who could have experienced a lot of different losses throughout their life, a lot of dreams that did not come to fruition, or a lot of defeats or disappointments in different areas of their life. This could also be something where this sense of loss, the pressure of this loss, or even this pressure to kind of keep the pace of productivity to avoid loss. Maybe they came from, a family background where there wasn't a lot. Maybe the resources were very tight or very limited. They could have also come from a family background where, they had a parent who was kind of in and out, somebody who themselves was struggling with some depression, and that really affected your person. And it's something where they've held themselves to a very high standard to really prioritize almost their material stability, their material abundance, not allowing themselves to really become emotionally invested with others, to sort of keep at bay the potential of loss or hurt within themselves, kind of this pressure to be successful, this pressure to prioritize even affluence above matters of the heart. And this could have been something which really served to kind of sabotage the potential that you two had together. This could be something where they really cut things off before you had a chance to grow and develop together through the relationship. This is something where the decision, though, to do this, it definitely feels like an energy of regret. Some actions and decisions that this person had taken in the past may have also left some feelings of lingering regret. Maybe this is somebody who had been in a marriage previously and had gotten a divorce and kind of vowed never to love again, or, you know, really seeking to avoid the same mistakes that they had made in the past with another romantic partner, and in doing so had kind of shut themselves off to the potential of love, kind of keeping love at arm's length, in order to avoid kind of a similar circumstance with the Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, this sense of things being torn asunder, really a sense of defeat, of things that cannot be repaired, finding really no kind of sanctuary, nowhere to turn. And at the point when you met this person, this could have really been the state that they were in, still kind of grappling with that, those wounds still very fresh within them. And that definitely consumed a lot of their psychic energy and really kept them from recognizing, with the Fool and the Ten of Pentacles, this opportunity that the universe was providing them through your connection for, you know, a second chance, a new hope at love and family and commitment. And so the last time, you know, that you were interacting with them, or how they were previously feeling about this connection, is maybe also this sense of too good to be true. Again, kind of based around maybe this just sort of general pessimism that this person was sitting in, kind of really in need of some healing within themselves from wounds of the past, and that those wounds of the past were definitely acting as a block or some kind of barrier to seizing an opportunity to build upon the connection with you. So let's take a look at how this has shifted. How has this changed? What is this person currently thinking about you and the connection? Before we get into this part for signs, for these other cards with the swords, there is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. With the pentacles, we have earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. The cups is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, and the Fool is Aries. So in terms of the energy of now, how has this person's perspective or their feelings shifted about the connection? We've got the Three of Swords, King of Wands, the Lovers, Four of Cups, Six of Cups, Five of Swords, Priestess of Avalon, healing, initiation, divine inspiration, ancient knowledge. The Lady of Shalott, love, idealism, illusion, victim. And Branwen, balance, support, sacrifice, letting go. So this person has been thinking back about the potential that they missed out on with you in the past, the wounds, the baggage that they've been carrying around with them. This feels like somebody who is at a point of receptivity to the work toward healing that is necessary to not only close the door on some wounds of the past, heartbreaks of the past, to kind of transcend beyond that, kind of pull the swords of defeat and anguish out of their heart space for themselves in general, but they're also seeing this as very necessary in order to really move on to the path toward ultimate fulfillment, toward happiness, toward a new opportunity in love. They may have been very closed off and unable or unwilling to look at that gift that the universe was offering them in the form of this connection with you. Something has really shifted for this person, or is shifting, where they're starting to recognize, they're starting to feel a little more hopeful. This is somebody who, is kind of almost the energy of sick and tired of being sick and tired, that this has gone on long enough, kind of carrying around these wounds and this pessimism, maybe even this energy of fear. Fear of loss. This person is starting to understand how this has really stunted them in a lot of ways. It's really kind of deprived them and led to a very limited existence in terms of their experiences, the adventures that they're willing to take, the risks that they've been willing to take, that they've sacrificed a lot of chances for happiness, a lot of chances for new experiences through this very kind of guarded and wounded stance that they were operating in. This feels like somebody who has come into this deep awareness of how they may have almost been their worst enemy in a lot of cases. The energy of self-sabotage, of really not recognizing opportunities as they were coming to them, just kind of pushing things away, rejecting things, being very consumed in the heartbreak, in the sense of loss, or almost the fear of loss, and that it kept them sort of living a very sheltered and kind of unfulfilling existence in a lot of ways in terms of deep soul satisfaction for themselves. There's some inspiration that is coming to this person in terms of seeing this connection with new eyes, seeing you with new eyes, seeing you as a source of healing for them, as really that new opportunity to experience something different in love, different from what they have come to believe love could be, or something very different from the experience that they've had of love in the past. There's almost this energy of surrendering to the healing journey, surrendering to the possibility that they could be hurt in love, but surrendering also to that possibility that they could experience some really wonderful things with love. This is somebody who is in the process of kind of opening up, moving beyond the comfort zone, wanting to step into almost this joyous innocence, to really with an open heart take a chance again, kind of leaving the past behind them, and not trying to really hold this connection or new connections in their life responsible for what people of the past may have done to them, what they may have seen in the past. This person has kind of moved into this phase of recognizing that their fate is not sealed, that, things can change, that, they may have been really projecting some illusions, or, making some unfair assumptions. But this is somebody who is really starting to recognize that opening up their heart and moving in the direction of joy, particularly as it pertains to this connection, is something very necessary. It's something that can definitely help to balance out a lot of this kind of sorrow that they've been experiencing in their life, to sort of shift the energy back into a direction of lightheartedness, to kind of rejuvenate their hopefulness, and to also help them to create some new and abundant experiences for themselves in this connection, and also in their life in general. So definitely this energy of optimism, curiosity, almost like with the children here on the Six of Cups card, this beginner's mind that this person has moved into. They're curious about, they've thought about all the things that could go wrong in this connection, and this person is kind of open up to being curious about what are the things that could go right. They've kind of run the gamut of exploring the potential hazards of love, or the potential heartbreaks, and they're starting to really look on the brighter side of things. They're starting to really take into account, that they are recognizing all the things they have thought of that can go wrong, and now they're starting to really think of all the things that could go right about this connection. And so energetically, they're in this kind of process of really opening up their mind, opening up their heart slowly but surely to the possibility to love again. So I'm going to get a few messages from their higher self for you, group 3. Okay, so we have open your heart. So that is a great confirmation of what I was just saying, of this person in the process of opening their heart, opening their mind to the possibility of love again. They're also really hoping that you will be able to look at them with fresh eyes, that you will not hold maybe the demeanor that they were projecting in the past, or the perspective that they were operating from, this very closed off and pessimistic view of love, that this is something where, you know, when they have worked up the courage and they've kind of gone through enough of this healing to approach you again, that you'll be open to almost meeting them as a new version of self, that you'll be open to kind of hearing this shift in perspective. You'd be willing to give this love another chance, another opportunity. And they're also hoping that through an open heart, you'll be able to kind of sense the healing and the shift that has taken place within this person. And they also say, let's talk. So there is this desire to kind of move back in your direction with a beginner's mind to explore what could go right in this connection. This person may also be at a point of really wanting to talk about some of the things, the hurts, the disappointments of the past, offer almost an explanation for why they were kind of closed off, or sort of push this connection away previously. They're wanting to really give an explanation to hopefully ease your mind from any feelings of maybe not being good enough, or, not meeting this person's expectation. They're taking a lot of this on themselves, that this is a lot of baggage that they were carrying them around. They were operating from a very wounded and distorted place, a distorted perspective. And so it's something where they want to really express to you the realizations they've come to, and also maybe fill you in on some background information about their life and their experiences, to hopefully help you to open up your heart more to a changed experience with this person going forward. And they also say, I know we are soulmates. So they are recognizing this deep compatibility between you, this desire to have this closeness, recognizing this connection as really a gift from the universe, a very different experience than what they had had in love previously. And so it's something where, this bond between the both of you, this kind of entwined bond of the soul, it's something that has really, I feel, helped to reach this person in that darkness, in that very kind of low energy that they were operating in. Where they were just very closed off, or almost had a defeatist attitude when it came to love, that somehow the bond between the both of you has really illuminated another path, another possibility. It's really helped them to kind of redirect their focus to the potential of what if things go really right with this connection, to kind of shift away from that focus on what could go wrong to what could really be amazing. And they also say we are mirroring each other. So you definitely could be picking up on kind of this journey this person has been going through. The feelings, the down and sort of depressed feelings that were emanating from this person. And as you have really worked to kind of dislodge yourself from that, to kind of work beyond any feelings of, hurts in the past, from love in your own life that has been holding you back, and the healing journey that you've been on, this person is also really feeling that in the same capacity as almost this energy of light, this sort of entwined soul energy that has really been a beacon for this person to kind of move beyond pessimism and really open up to the possibility of things working out for them. This is something where they're again acknowledging this in the, this reference to mirroring, where the work you've done on yourself to really raise your vibration, it is having an energetic effect on this person. It is really helping to kind of pull them up out of their own darkness, to help them to maybe take a different view of things, to be a little more trusting, to open up, to have that courage to at least embark on that adventure of the possibility of things going really well in love for them and in this connection in the future. So I'm going to close this reading for you, group 3, with some initials. This can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it can spell something out. All right, so we have J, P, I, L, U, E, Z, T, and H. So those are your messages, group 3. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the video. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I also sell handmade jewelry and some divination tools in my Etsy shop if you're interested in checking those out as well. Oh, and before I finish this video, I forgot to mention some of the zodiac signs. If you're still with me at this point for these last 6 tarot cards that came out, with the swords, we have air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And with the wands energy, that is fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Lovers is Gemini. And with the cups, we have water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.